live stream can hear your question. If you have any library questions, you are welcome to ask me. I can probably answer all of them. And I have a short land acknowledgement to read, and then this is a partnership with Natural Area Preservation, so I'm going to turn it over. The Ann Arbor District Library acknowledges that it benefits from the colonization of indigenous lands. The library pledges to support indigenous people and culture through partnership with and recognition of Anishinaabe artists, writers, teachers, and performers. Please visit aadl.org/land for more information about this land acknowledgement and for more details. So thanks so much for being here, and here you are.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Hello, I'm Oliva. I'm an environmental educator for the city's Parks and Rec department. So we have a partnership with the library to put on the Diversity in the Outdoors series, where we want to honor all people's connection to the land, but not everyone has had the same access. So we highlight leaders in the community who are creating being in the outdoors more equitable for everyone. So we're very excited to welcome Manoomin's Journey, the Anishinaabe People in Wild Rice Crankie Box Show, which I got to see a couple weeks ago, and I think it's so cool. And we also have special guests, and I'm like, I'm going to butcher this. Asiginaak-Negamojig, the Blackbird Singers. So I thank them so much for coming, and we'll pass it on to them.
Bonjour. Or do I have to hit this, or can you guys hear me? Okay. So you guys want to say bonjour back to me? Miigwech. So I'm Stacy Sheldon, Chitwa Dwege, and I'm going to introduce the group and everything before we get started with the actual show. So today it's May, right? We're in the month of May, and we call that in Ojibwe a couple of different names based on where folks live. So Zagabaga Gizis, the budding moon in some places, Waskone Gizis in some other place, the flower moon. But what we're going to be talking about today takes place in Manoomin Gizis, the August moon. So we're a little bit ahead. So Stacy Sheldon, Chitwa Dwege Kwe, Indigenous, Bawoting Ojibwe, Nindabendagos, Ajijak and Dodem, Sheboygan, Michigan, and Donjaba, Ann Arbor, Michigan, or Gashpakonagik, Michigan, and Da. So my name's Stacy Sheldon in English. In Ojibwe, I'm known as Chitwa Dwege, which means honor beat woman. I belong to the Sault Ste. Marie tribe of Chippewa Indians. I'm Crane Clan, and I'm originally from Sheboygan, Michigan, which is at the tip of the Mitt in the Straits of Mackinac, but I live now in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Stand up there.
Ani, Megan St. Andrew, Indigenous, Balatang Anishinaabe, Nindabendagos, Bakwa Nindodam, Celine Ninda. So hello everyone, my name is Megan St. Andrew. I am also in the Sault Ste. Marie tribe of Chippewa Indians, which is Sault Ste. Marie we call Bawating, and Anishinaabe Moen. I belong to the Bear Clan, and I currently live in Saline, Michigan. So thank you. Nice to meet you.
Bonjour, Natalie Nindigenous, Bawating Nindonjaba, Batchewana First Nation Nindabendagos, Whitmore Lake Ninda. I am originally from the place of the Rapids, Ontario side. We are cousins. That line was a colonist line that separated us. And I currently reside now in Whitmore Lake. Miigwech.
Ani, Bonjour, Andrew Wilkerson, Indigenous, Amjanung First Nation, Nindabendagos, Rochester, and Donjaba, Ann Arbor, Ninda. Hi, everyone. My name is Andrea. I belong to Amjanung First Nation in Sarnia, Ontario. I grew up in Rochester, and I live in Ann Arbor now.
Bonjour, Ariel Ojibwe, Indigenous, Lansing, Nindabendagos, Ipsiinda, Bawating, Bawating. Anyway, Bawating, Sault Ste. Marie tribe is my tribe. My name is Ariel Ojibwe. I'm from Lansing, Michigan, but I live in Ipsy. And miigwech for coming, everybody.
Ani Boozhoo, Jasmine, Asiginaak-Negamojig, and Dao, Dearborn in Da. So my name is Jasmine. It's nice to meet you all. I am a descendant, and I currently reside in Dearborn.
Boozhoo Ani, Selena Smith, Asiginaak Métis, Indau, Amasquatchie Nindunjaba, Gabagoshkining Inda. So my name's Selena. I'm Pemswak Métis. I'm originally from Edmonton. I give you the Nehia or Cree name, which translates to Beaver Hills House, and I live in Ann Arbor now.
Couple of notes. Ann Arbor was known by the Potawatomi who lived here, in the Ojibwe as Ga-Bagashkoning, which means the place of the pummeling. So not like fighting pummeling, but there was a big grist mill here, and so that sound of that mill running was the name. A couple other notes is to let you guys know that Megan has designed a sound show to go with the Crankie Box, so she'll be taking care of that for us today. And then Natalie, she is the artist who has created the pictures that you're going to see in the Crankie Box. She made those by melting crayons and painting the images, so it's pretty amazing. And then all of us together, we are a women's hand drum group. We call ourselves Asiginaak-Negamojig. That means the Blackbird Singers, as Aliva said. And that's because the blackbirds, they strongly protect their nests, right? You'll see them dive bombing everybody's head to protect their nests. And we have a language nest where we want to protect and revitalize our language. So we're inspired by those Asiginaak, those birds. Okay, we're going to ask Aliva to turn down the lights so we can get started with our story. Yeah, if any kids want to come sit, or anybody, whether you're a kid or not, if you want to come sit down close so you can see the Crankie Box good, please do. Don't be shy. So the Great Lakes, where we all live, is the homeland of the Anishinaabe people. That's the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi. And we have lived here for thousands of years, and we still live here today. It is also your home. And it's the home of the moose, the deer, the rabbit, the eagles, porcupines, beaver, muskrat, fish, butterflies, trees, plants, flowers, and all of our relations. The Great Lakes are known to the Anishinaabe people as one big body of water, a vast sea, and we called it Michigame. So the word for the sea is Michigame. You guys want to say Michigame with me? Michigame. Do you guys see Michigame in the picture? The vast sea, the Great Lakes. All right, I see some head nods. So this is the story of Manoomin and the Anishinaabe people. Manoomin means the good berry in English, and it's also called wild rice. So we're going to say some words in Ojibwe together. So wild rice is Manoomin. Can you say Manoomin? Good job. Do you guys see Manoomin in the picture? Does everybody see it? And then there's a word here that you guys already know in Ojibwe. The word for moose in Ojibwe is moose. That's an Ojibwe word. And moose means, it translates as the one who strips bark. So you guys see the moose in the picture? And then eagle in Ojibwe is migize. Can you guys say migize? Right. So migize means able to circle in flight. That's what that word means. You guys all see migize? And then spider in Ojibwe, we can't forget our little relations, right? Asaapakneshi. Asaapakneshi. You guys want to say Asaapakneshi? So Asaapakneshi means little net maker. you guys know the spiders make little nets. So can anybody point out where Aspikashi is? All right. You see it right away? Nishin, good job. The Anishinaabe people are planting Manoomin. The Manoomin is so happy to be in the water. Wow, some got eaten by a duck. Now it's part of the duck. And some got stuck to the legs of a moose, and they are heading across the lake. Where will our little friend Manoomin grow? So let's say some more words in Ojibwe. Duck is one of my favorite words to say. It's G-sheep. G-sheep. Nice. You guys see G-sheep in the picture? And then muskrat is wajashk. Wajashk. You guys say wajashk. Do you see a wajashk in the picture? Nishin. Manoomin has grown so tall. You know, over the years in some places, Manoomin can grow up to 20 feet tall. Our nice stalk is big and strong, and look how the fish rest near Manoomin. They take their naps near Manoomin. And is that a grasshopper visiting with her? Let's hope that big old moose doesn't step on her. We're going to say some more words in Ojibwe. So grasshopper is bapakane. 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 Do you guys see bapakane in the picture? Everybody sees it? And then fish in Ojibwe is gigoon. Gigoon. How many gigoon do you see? She sees 3? Sway. That's right, there's 3 gigoon. Who remembers the word for moose? Good job. So now it's late summer, and our Manoomin has a beard now. That means it's time for the harvest. The Anishinaabe people are having a ceremony. They are thanking the spirits of the rice, and they're asking for a good day on the water. They are saying that this rice is ready. Thank you for this gift. The people are ready to sing the ricing song, the Manoomin song. And we are ready to sing too, but first, let's say some words in Ojibwe. So beaver, that's amik. Amik. Do you guys see amik? All right. And then tobacco, which we gift in exchange for the rice, we say ase ma. Ase ma. Do you guys see the ase ma in the picture, the gift? And then one of our favorites is the painted turtle, Misquadese. You guys sound good. Misquadese. You guys see Misquadese? All right. So now we're going to hear a song about Manoomin, and I want you to listen for some words that you know in this song that you've already learned. You've learned Bapakane for grasshopper, Manoomin for August, Manoomin for rice, Asema, tobacco. So you guys listen for those words in the song. I'm going to stand by you. Gwash kwano dal bapakine, Asema binzot ninji menanen, Jigibig besho Manoomin, Nui binda kojananik, Ajigwa Manoominike gizes. Gwash kwano dao ba pakine. Ase ma binzugnin inji minanen. Jiga big besho Manoomin. Nui binda kojananik. Ajigwa Manoomin Jesus. So this is a song we sing when we're ricing, and it says, "Jump on it, grasshopper. The tobacco in our hands, at the shore, near the rice, we will offer it. Already it is August." So the Anishinaabe people go out in their canoes, their jimanon, and they knock the rice into the canoes with their knockers. They have knockers they hold like this. And it's hard work, but it's also fun. And some people, they might even accidentally fall into the water out of their canoe. The Anishinaabe people are careful. They only take 1/3 of the rice in the lake. They leave 1/3 for the next year, and they leave 1/3 for their animal friends, the wajash, the muskrat, the sheep, the ducks, the amik, the beaver. And our Manoomin friend is in the canoe now, and she's happy to see the smiles of the Anishinaabe people. So we're going to say some words in Ojibwe. So canoe is Gmon. Gmon. You guys see the Gmon in the picture? If there's more than one canoe, we say Gmanon. Gmanon. You guys say Gmanon? In Ojibwe, when it's hot, we say Gajate. It's hot Gajate. And a fun thing to know is that the word for kiss and the word for canoe are the same word. Our friend made it to the shore, and then she dried off in the sun with her friends. And while they were drying, they saw some of their rice worm friends with them. When you do ricing, you always see rice worms. After she is nice and dry, she needs to get nice and hot in the fire. The fire is going to help remove the chaff from the kernel. We use the Asiginaak-Negamojig, the parching paddle, for this. And there is a big machine that the Manoomin can go into that will help break down the hulls. Sometimes this machine is called the Manoominator. It's so gibberish. Who wants to say Manoominator? Manoominator, the big machine. Has anybody here ever danced on rice? Aliva has danced on rice. So when the Manoomin is finished being parched and the hulls are getting broken down, it's time for the jigging. Jigging is how the hulls are broken. That's the dancing. So the Anishinaabe people put on special moccasins and they dance on the rice. They dance in a circular motion and they don't dance too hard. So you don't want to step on the rice too hard. They dance with their friends and their cousins and their community, and everybody has a good time. And that jigging removes the hull from the kernel. Another word that you guys already know in Ojibwe is moccasin. The word in Ojibwe for moccasin is moccasin. So let's say moccasin. And how many moccasin do you see? How many moccasins? Pairs of moccasins? And then Mimigoshkam means to walk on bumps. There are lots of bumps. Can you guys say Mimigoshkam? And after the jigging is done, the next thing is winnowing. The Manoomin goes into birch bark winnowing baskets, and you move the baskets, you hold them, and you dip them down like this. And then you see the husks or the hulls fly off, and that just leaves behind the kernels of grain. And the wind blows the hulls away. So we say, thank you, wind, for doing that for us. And wind in Ojibwe is Nudin. Does anybody say Nudin? Winnowing baskets, this is a hard word. It's Nosh Kachin Aganon. Nosh Kachin Aganon. Nice! Woohoo! Somebody said it really good. Nice. So after the harvest, the Manoomin is ready for a feast. The Anishinaabe people are having a special feast for everyone who worked hard at Manoomin. Our friend Manoomin is a special guest of honor at this feast. The Anishinaabe people know that Manoomin will be there for them in the long, cold winter and will bring the people together in the summer and be part of all of their important gatherings. The young people bring the Manoomin to the elders, and they say, thank you for teaching us about Manoomin. And the elders say, Gimigwechigo, Gichi Manidu Gamijayanga O Manoomin. We thank you, Creator, for giving to us this wild rice. Manoomin loves the people and is happy to give this gift that the people treasure. And some people are even putting maple syrup on their rice to make it sweet. We say, yum, Manupagat. Manupagat, that means yum. So we're going to say some words in Ojibwe. We're going to say Gitcha Aya. That means elder. It actually translates into a great being. Our elders are great beings. And then tasty, we said that one already, but let's say that one again. Manupagat. And let's learn one more word. This is the word for thank you. It's miigwech. Miigwech, that's an important word, right? So this story about our friend Manoomin shows us how we are all related to the rice and to the moose and the fish and the ducks, all of the beings, and to one another, right? We are all relations. We are all in relationship with one another. None of us is more important than the others. And our relations, they have a lot to teach us too. So we must be humble. So we are going to share a song about being humble. And what this song says is, let's be humble to the Creator. Let's be humble to the grandfathers. Let's be humble to the grandmothers, our elders, right? Those Gitche Eak. And let's be humble to the children. Children have things to teach us too. And let's be humble to those with wings, the winged, this migaze, the eagle. And let's be humble to the four-legged, like the moose. The moose carries that rice across the lake and plants it for us. Let's be humble to the swimmers, the gigun, the fish. Let's be humble to the crawlers, the aspikashi, the spiders. Does anybody know what kind of bird I have on my drum? Sandhill crane. 'Cause remember I said I'm Crane Clan? That's why. Get out of a dendism, ik it out, get Gemini do, get a jing one it, ta one on, get out of a dendism, ik it out, get Gemini do. Get a get kenda ming get kendang get a not a Manoomin. Chi ani ish pigabo ying get a not a Manoomin. Not a dendism, it get what? Give me shum sinanik. Get a jing one it ta one it get out of my dendism. It get what? Give me shum sinanik. Get a get kenda ming get kenda mo what get a not a Manoomin. Chi ani ish pigabo ying get a not a Manoomin. Get out of my dendism. It get what? Getting dressed was not If you guys wanted to learn that song, there's a website called Ojibwe.net where you could learn to sing the ricing song or the humble song and lots of other songs too. We're actually about to add a song about 5 green speckled frogs too. That should be fun. But I think now I wanted to find out if anybody has any questions. And if there's anybody who hasn't seen wild rice before, I think we have some up here, don't we? If anybody wants to come see the wild rice.